Guys, so today we thought of taking a break from all IPL related contents. We might release a video tomorrow, maybe. So I just thought to discuss about my strategy in this bear market, what kind of portfolio I'm having at this moment, and what is the rationale behind that. In a very short video, I wanted to make it. And when I am showing it, I am just saying that I have kind of created this particular portfolio pretty recently, where I bought a few shares in this particular down cycle. Few of the stocks I am holding for quite long, which kind of corrected and again it recovered from the lows and all. So I'm not having much profit at this moment because I kind of booked profit and reshuffled the whole portfolio in last um, 2 3 months. So let us discuss. So my rationale was I will only hold some high quality companies which are giving good sales and profit growth, has some decent cash flow, and also the company has some kind of stability, some earning visibility. And also I have gone through a lot of con calls, and from those con calls I have kind of decided which stocks can show some good growth in the future quarters. So it's not like that I will hold on to this. I will kind of trim positions, increase positions, might get some newer positions also. I can probably bring in more cash or bring out more cash depending on the market scenario. But as of today, which is like 17th of March 2025, this is how my portfolio looks like. So first thing first, I have a few auto stocks. I will start with Lumax Auto. So this is a two-wheeler um, company, a two-wheeler parts making company, auto ancillary, and it is showing really good growth for last few years now. And it's a bet on the two-wheeler industries. It actually delivers to many OEMs, I mean many two-wheeler companies, and it mainly delivers the advanced plastics materials like the light cases, anything plastic that you see inside or in a two-wheeler car mostly. So that's a two-wheeler kind of play. Because what I feel anyways, so let me tell that. So basically what I feel with this current uh, income tax brackets adjustment that the government has done, right? And also there is a talk going on where they will be kind of reducing GST on lot of items. What I feel like, whatever the the consumer slowdown that we have seen in the past 2 3 quarters, those are gonna be um, solved from starting from April 1. Also RBI is taking a lot of decisions where they are kind of correctifying the monetary strategies, and they are kind of infusing liquidity into the system. So I am very heavy on financials, and they have not performed well for a few years also. And another thing, so consumer financials, and I have few of the government capex related plays where I feel that with the increasing demand, government will can put on a lot of money, and also where the government's focus has not been reduced, like railways we have seen in the budget that their focus has been reduced. So I have gone out of the defense railway stocks for now. So let us start. So Lumax Auto, in the auto ancillary space, I have some exposure in Lumax, in Seat Tire, because Seat Tire I think it has corrected like 26-25% is not performing well. But I feel that Seat has a very good EV portfolio, and with the EV coming up, the tires being lighter in Indian roads, there is a lot of, because I have seen that those things in with Teslas and all in the US. I think Seat can really perform well in the future quarters because their tires are more susceptible to bursting. It's not about Seat; it's a problem with the EV cars, and Seat has a very good um, market share in India in EV tires. And also, I think they're going through a down cycle, and with the increasing demand, they can give it to a 10-12% of a growth, and the PE is very comfortable at this moment. And of course, M&M, it's kind of a holding company and a four-wheeler play. And also, with the rural demand getting up, I think with a lot of data, I will go into the stocks later on, probably one by one. But I think their both tractor portfolio and their SUV portfolio is gonna do really well. And Aisha Motor, of course, it's a luxury two-wheeler segment play. I think there is a very strong competition between TVS, Bajaj, and Hero MotoCorp, but Aisha has its own fan base, and TVS is very costly, so I couldn't pick it up. Aisha is available at 30-32 PE, and with some good growth projections, which makes it a comfortable PE in 2 years or 3 years looking forward, maybe 1-2 years looking forward. Then I have got a stock called PI Industries. I have taken it pretty lately. So I think it's a very good agricultural stock, and the agricultural dumping from China is kind of going to a downward cycle and end of a cycle. And I think PI Industries, whatever the problems they were facing, they corrected a lot from the top with a great ROC, ROA, great company, with good promoters. I think they're gonna do well, but they will need probably 2, 3, 4 quarters to show the numbers from here. But it's a good time to build positions on this company. It's an agriculture pay, not domestic but overall. Then there is Ambuja Cement. The cement cycle is coming up. Ultratech is very expensive as per my liking, so I was deciding if it is ACC, Ambuja, or maybe JK Lakshmi, but I went for Ambuja because it's kind of becoming a duopoly kind of a business, and Ambuja Cement also holds a lot of SSC shares, so I thought of going to Ambuja. Then Sera. So if you see, I am going very heavy on the building materials, the kind of stocks. So Ambuja, Sera, then Carousel, Oberoi Realty, all these kind of stocks are kind of building material and the builder stocks. So Sera, of course, going through a down cycle, 50 to 53% corrected from the top. Bought pretty recently. I see it in a very good kind of a support level. Carousel, again, a very good company. They make good kitchen sinks like quad sinks and all, and they have tied up with good US companies pretty recently. They are growing exponentially every year, and Oberoi Realty playing the luxury segment of the buildings. So I have kind of 10% around exposure in building and building materials. Then I have long exposures on top four banks of India. HDFC, the laggard one. I have a lot of trust on Kotak and ICICI, and then Axis Bank. I'm not gonna talk about it more because they are pretty cheap, available on very cheap price to books at this moment, and with the kind of ROE, kind of NPS they're showing, their balance sheet is all like around all-time best, have not performed well, so it's a no-brainer. And also I have some SBI exposure also. Then coming to two insurance stocks, Medi Assist and ICICI General Insurance, which is the Lombard one. Why so? Because I felt comfortable around this with the valuations. I think the other insurance stocks are pretty costly, and Medias is kind of a software kind of a play, very asset light business, so it's easy to predict the earnings. I'm sitting on 25% loss on this, but I have trust on the company. Then I have two really good, or the top two NBFCs of India, Bajaj Finance and Chola Finance, and both will be showing great growth. What I feel um, with the income taxes going down, people will be taking a lot of loan, and a consumer push will be there. So this will surely burst from here. Aptas, I trust this company a lot. Great ROC, great ROE, always giving loan in the South India. where there is maximum growth of GDP. Apta's value is a home loan company. I like this company. I have taken some position in CAMS because in the capital market play, I have actually sold CDSL, Angel One, Motilal Oswal, all those stocks in last 3 to 6 months, and I was holding tight because I thought they were very expensive. But CAMS, after some how much it is, like 38-40% correction, maybe I bought it when it was like having like 50% 45% correction. I feel CAMS is actually sitting on a, just a minute, huh? Okay, so I think CAMS is sitting on a very good place, and I have seen that though the direct share, the FNO volumes are down, but I saw that the mutual funds volume are not that hit. So CAMS will do good from here, at least be stable from here. And I have a dairy stock which is called Toddler Dairy. If you go to South India, you will see that the affluent South India is buying Toddler Dairy items regularly. It's a booming industry over there, and after staying in US, I feel that milk and milk related products are gonna do really well from here in India. So it's a long term bet that I am taking. Varun Beverages must have stock in your portfolio. It's a bit costly, but in the FMCG space, I think Dotla and Varun are, I can see some kind of good growth from here, and also I can see some earning visibility. Then two hospital stocks, Narayana Rudala and Yatharth Hospital. Narayana, I have a lot of trust because of their heart related disease kind of portfolio, which I think that it will always increase, which is very sad. But they have some specialized portfolio, and their foreign tourism or the health tourism, hospital tourism portfolio is very strong in Kolkata and Bangalore. And Yatharth Hospital kind of having a very good very good hold in the northern India, mostly in the Delhi around belt, and it is quite cheap, and it has some good growth guidance for next 18 months. Then I have pharma bees. I will be building positions on that because it's very tough to kind of predict which companies will be doing good after the tariffs and all. So I will kind of going into this basket because I have immense trust on the pharma sector of India until 2030-32 for the CDMO business growth and all. Then there are three pharma companies which I trust about: a constant compounder, Cipla, which has a respiratory drugs. It is the leader in India, and I think Cipla will do good from here because 45 out of 50 most air polluted cities in the world are from India, which is a disheartening thing, but that's a fact. Capital Point, it's a good growth company. I might trim down position in it after seeing the results. I was sitting on like 60-70% profit. I have cut down a lot of positions on it, and also I feel like it might correct from here. Let us see. I will wait for the quarterly results, and I have built some position in the battery business where Amara Raja was actually super cheap at this moment. Okay, the PE is not getting shown, but it is around like 18-20 PE with a 10-12% 13% growth. It's a very good PE and a comfortable PE to have. Then there is a business called UTS, which is basically a servicing company which gives us manpower services for different sectors, and 14-15 PE with 9-10% growth. It's a no brainer in that particular manpower sector, which will always stay in India for I don't know how much time, even if AI comes. Then I am not really comfortable with any IT stocks at this moment, so I am kind of taking my positions in IT ETF. So it's ICICI Bank's IT ETF, which I have like 3% portfolio position. Then Concord, they have given really good guidance in the conference call, in the latest quarter's conference call. 30 is a good P to have, and I think with the margin they have, it can really grow from here. Adani Ports, the best port stock, very cheap at this moment. I had to buy it, and probably this is the best Adani company. and I am building positions. It's only 1.94 at this moment. I might increase it. Then Polycarb, after the correction, I have picked it up. No brainer. Though Ultratech is coming up, I think still Polycarb will do good for next 2 3 years. And NTPC, Tata Power. So it's a bet on power sector, of course, because there is power need. Even in February, we are having all-time highest power needs. So Polycab is basically transformer, not transformer, it's power distribution play. And NTPC and Tata Power are two distribution companies that we have. NTPC is cheaper, Tata Power is kind of costly at this moment, but I am comfortable holding it. Then there are few consumer related plays. Cantable, which is growing, and their promoter has given really good guidance for next 18 to 24 months. And I have Ethos, which is a luxury watch company, and I have Trend. You have to have Trend in your portfolio, though it's costly, way more valuable than what I feel comfortable with, but still I am okay with Trend because I see a 30-35% growth from here, 2 to 3 years down the line. Then there is Indigo, which is the flights company, I mean the travel company. You have to have a travel portfolio at this moment, because every Indian, if you see, if they are spending more, that particular extra money they are kind of spending on travels. So I see every day in social media that everybody is going somewhere or else. So I have this travel portfolio where I have like 5 to 6%, maybe 6.5% exposure, having Indigo as flights and two hotels, Lemon Tree and India Hotels. So both are costly. Come more comfort. I'm not comfortable with the valuations, but these are the two best hotels. Apart from the Chalet, which I could have hold, but Chalet I don't like their kind of third party kind of model. So their business model I don't like. Anyways, so that's it. I believe this is a short walkthrough. I will go to individual stocks later on. Whatever I will feel like, we will discuss in details. What is the detailed um, logic that I have put, etc. One thing, I am holding on like 2 3 4% of cash. Maybe we'll add some more cash to the demat account later on if I get some more cash from somewhere. I mean from some other allocation. And one last thing to say, that there is no stock recommendations or any buy or sell recommendation over here. It's just to share my views. So to summarize, I am very heavy on luxury and rural demand kind of autoplay. Then I am heavy on building materials. I am very heavy on building materials and the builders, like the real luxury builders like Oberoi Realty. And I am very heavy on financials, be it NBFC, be it private banks. I have some SBI, insurance, and also home loan company. And only in FMCG, I am going for only growth in Dodla and VBL, and I have exposure in the healthcare with hospitals and pharma stocks, some manpower, some IT, then few infrastructure related plays like Concord. Concord is not direct infrastructure, but yeah, like freight and all. So Concord, Adani Ports, power play, then some consumer play, and at last there is consumer discretionary play in travels and tourism. So this is my portfolio as of now. I will probably update you after some time, and we'll discuss stocks in details and some screeners in details in the next sessions. Thank you all. Bye.